What's going on, guys? My name is Mo. Today we're going to talk about Airbnb profits overview. In this short video, we'll show you exactly how to create passive income without owning any single property. So let me give you a little overview about Airbnb and the background of it. So Airbnb in 2018 revenue $2.6 billion and they projected to make 8.5 revenue by 2020. And the 15% goes to Airbnb, the company, and the other 85% goes to the host, which means us as we're doing this business, right? Fun fact about Airbnb, Airbnb stands for Air and Bed and Breakfast. And on the right side, this is the CEO and the owner of Airbnb, Brian Chesky. The reason they started Airbnb because they were stuck. There was no income, no business idea, just a room they could rent out for air mattresses. They took action and listened to customers and feedback and continued with the pivot. So one of the things that I ask for being an entrepreneurship is that I tell everyone, if you can find a solution to a problem, you will always make money. So in this situation, guess what they did? They found a solution to a problem. So what they did, they created a software called Airbnb. It's same thing like Uber, same thing like Apple Music, right? So they created a software where people can list their properties and then run it like a hotel room and get paid for every single night that people are booking and staying, okay? So today Airbnb has listing over 34,000 cities and is valued at $25 billion, guys. So this is not just a small company that you hear comes in and out. This is actual, like it will be bigger than Uber one day. It will be bigger than Apple because this is literally taking over the hotel industry. So how the business model works. There's two ways to make money with Airbnb. The first is short-term rentals agreement with the private property owners, okay? And the second is Airbnb management company 50-50 profit share. So let me tell you a little bit more about both. So the first way to make money with Airbnb is basically reaching out to these owners with real estate agents and see if they would agree on signing a lease with you that you'll be doing short-term rentals in their property. So for example, if you can find a condo for $1,200 a month and they're willing to do short-term rentals and it's only costing you $1,200, right? And if you do $100 a night on Airbnb, that's actually about $3,000 at 100% occupancy rate, right? So as you can see, you'll be able to make money with the right location, prime location, and in this situation, everybody's happy because you're paying the rent on time, right? You're making money on their property, and also Airbnb is happy and the customers are happy, especially if you have a nice spot, right? So our course will dive into how everything works. The second way to make money is basically Airbnb management companies 50-50 profit share. What that is basically saying, hey, let's say Bob owns a property. Bob stays in Canada for 6 months, but Bob has a condo in Miami, right? He doesn't stay there for 6 months. So you'll be able to reach out to him like, hey, I would like to do Airbnb in your property and I can do 50-50 profit share with you. How does that sound? So you can find these properties in many ways, even with real estate agents too, and finding these properties and managing the place and doing short-term rentals or any other short-term rentals, and you'll be able to make 50% of whatever you produce. So that last one that we talked about right now does not cost you a lot of money. Usually the place is already furnished. All you have to learn is the softwares, get a couple of cleaning people and also a handyman, right? So we go into details how to make that automated so that way you don't even have to go clean the property. And by the way, guys, you can also charge a cleaning fee on Airbnb so you don't have to pay out of your pocket for cleaning people. So here with these numbers, I'm going to show you exactly how low-end listing and high-end listing works, okay? This is a perfect example of two of my properties. So a low-end listing, $1,200 a month, and it's about 1 bed and 1 bathroom condo, right? And Airbnb revenue is about $149 a day. In 30 days, that's $4,470. And let's say if you pay $1,200 plus utilities, which is $200 more, you're still profiting over a little over 3 grand, guys. Even if you get 90% occupancy rate or 80% occupancy rate, you're still making anywhere between $2,300 to all the way up to $2,800. Okay, so high-end listing example, $2,500 rent. This is actually one of the beach house that we have. It's 3 bedroom and 2 bathroom multi-family house, right? In Airbnb, you can actually put it up for $299 a day. In 30 days, that's almost close to $9,000. Utilities and everything, you can still profit up to 6 grand. Okay, so why people stay at Airbnb? Because if you get a house like this, a whole family of 10 can stay in a 3 bedroom house, right? So a whole family of 10 for a hotel, they have to get 4 to 5 hotels to be able to fit all these people, right? And with this location right here that I have, if I looked up how much is per night in a W or a Hilton hotel, guys, it's about like $300 to $400 a night. So people rather pay Airbnb, stay at a nicer place and a big place where they don't have to worry about extra fees or, pay for parking and things like that. Because, when I went to New York, I actually stayed in an Airbnb and it was a lot cheaper than a hotel, right? And I had a whole family of friends go with me, so we all stayed in one place. It literally cost us less than $50 per night for each person. So imagine if you're a guest, what would you do, right? So that's why Airbnb is expanding, and especially with the places that like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, big cities, they would do really, really good, right? And if you don't live in a big city, there's usually like people who go for business trips, they actually stay at Airbnb because they rather not pay a lot of money to the hotels to stay at a place because they're barely there. Only things they need is to sleep at a place, right? That's why people get hotel rooms and Airbnb. Okay, now let's talk about our product, guys. Our product is Airbnb 7-week course. Here we actually explain we break down everything. So our system, step by step blueprint breakdown, will teach you how to build a 5-figure a month income with real estate market without owning any single properties. Okay, like we talked before, 2 ways to do it. We will teach you how to automate and scale your Airbnb business. There's a bunch of software that we talk about in the training, how to automate everything, even messaging. We will teach you what mistakes to avoid. So there's a lot of mistakes that I avoided when I first started. So for example, I used to buy new furniture for my properties. Now I buy used furniture at bulk. So that way my furniture, the places that I have to furnish, I can do everything little under 1 grand. Okay. We also provide a group chat with all the students, so they kind of share their different perspective on how to get location. Like one of the things that I talk about is getting real estate agents to work for you, right? So that's one of the things that I share in the group. So if you guys are interested in this business, it's really easy, but you do have to put in your time to understand the process, and time and patience is key, guys. I always do something every day to produce result in my business. So if you guys are interested, only taking serious people on this course, because if you are going to get the course, I want to make sure you actually implement your action, put in time into it. Because if I'm just selling you the course and if you're not going to do anything, that is not going to do anything for me, okay? Or it's not going to do anything for you. So I'm looking for only serious people that's going to do this. I will be, personally coach you for the first 10 people, so that way you guys can produce more result. Like I said, if you are interested, go ahead and purchase the course. And if you're on the fence, or if you want to talk about it, let's get on the phone 1-to-1. So that way we can kind of explain the business a little bit more. And then you guys can make a decision based on your circumstances. All right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.